I make a lot of YouTube videos talking about hella games, but realistically, I'm only personally dabbling in a small rotation of video games at one time. Not because I couldn't do more, but because a lot of what's dropping nowadays is just ass, and I'm talking more ass than how much of it that we saw in the Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer. Due to big budgets in game development and the whole business to guarantee a profit shit going on these last few years, a lot of games just aren't that creative anymore, so I just don't waste my time or money that I wish I had playing them. But if you've been watching my content for a while now, you've probably heard me, say once or twice that one of my favorite types of games to play is any game that allows you to choose how you want to progress in the storyline. Games like Baldur's Gate, most of the Telltale games, Kingdoms of Amalur, even Grand Theft Auto Online before they added cancer in the form of a bike. And of course, I just wouldn't be the man that I am today if it wasn't for the experience of most of the Bethesda games. Now, even though Bethesda lightweight sold it to the green side a couple years ago, they're still a big powerhouse when it comes to developing video games. The studio is known for having some of the most expansive open world games with an incomprehensible amount of content in the form of dialogue and side quests. Their titles will keep you coming back to find stuff you didn't even know about, even, after you beat the main story, so that's why I love their games. And undoubtedly one of my favorite Bethesda titles, along with most of the fan base, is the 2011 classic game of Skyrim. This is one of their most recognizable games that's got all of what I just talked about, plus some of the one-of-a-kind gameplay glitches that you'll either hate or appreciate as fine art. So Skyrim for most people is pretty much a masterpiece, but even though, as a game it has a special place in most players' hearts, Bethesda is trying to pull something new in 2023 for the game that's had a lot of mixed feelings. And it's gone to the point where players think that Bethesda might have ruined a big part of Skyrim's experience for the future. So just for backstory, Skyrim got a re-release in 2016 called the Special Edition as the most current definitive edition for all of the latest hardware. This game is up there with GTA 5 and the amount of reprints that it got. And when this dropped, we also got the launch of Skyrim's Creation Club, which served as a microtransaction based market for third-party developed mods that were approved by Bethesda. You see, up until that point, Skyrim was already good, but the mods on PC just took the game to a whole new level, so Bethesda wanted to capitalize on that and bring a version of it to all of the platforms. And, needless to say, players didn't respond to the addition of paid mods with a warm welcome, even after all these years. But where the new controversy comes is with Bethesda just recently announcing that they're going to be introducing just outright paid mods in the new version of their Creator Club, with creators able to apply for their verified creator program and then charge for the mods if, they're dope enough. Now, some of you might have been around to remember how back in 2015, Bethesda once tried the exact same thing, instead letting players charge for mods on the Steam browser. However, that plan backfired like hell since the actual creators got the least amount of the profit made and almost turned Bethesda Studios into a no Russian cutscene. So that got canceled fast, but now they're trying to spin back in this latest update with hopes to make this work again, which has rubbed many diehard Skyrim players in the wrong way. Obviously, because the idea of paying for something you usually associate for being free is always going to be negative, but also because it was announced that these paid mods will disable achievements when you have them applied, even though, the free mods will continue to not disable achievements when applied. So that's just a weird change to have that people aren't really understanding, but me personally, I'm all for getting people paid for their hard work. Developing is not anywhere close to easy, even if you're just making a mod, so I think people getting paid is a good thing. So while I'm not necessarily on the same side of players that hate this change, I still do find it a little concerning, since it's likely that the good mods people are going to want will be monetized for consoles, but people will still have access to them for free on PC through, external sites and all that. So that's really my biggest concern with this new change, but free mods will still be available for download on all platforms, so it's not like the whole, modding community is just going to be turned to monetization. Bethesda isn't EA greedy just yet. Still though, hopefully this all transitions smoothly and we can continue to enjoy Skyrim for many years to come and whatever Bethesda decides to drop in the future. So what do you guys think about Bethesda and, all of these paid mods or whatever, man? Feel free to comment down below. And as always, if you like the video, subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you on the next one.